Hi, Al Nye the Magic Guy here with another sneaky, tricky card trick. And I think you'll like this because it involves an unprepared deck of cards. In fact, it could be a borrowed deck of cards. Anybody can give them to you. And then you just say, go ahead and pick a card. Let's say they pick this card here. You turn your back while they show the card to other people, but let's just let you in on the secret. Let's say this is the 10 of diamonds. It remains right down here. Okay, so they picked the 10 of diamonds, and it remains there. Now, you say, okay, go ahead and put the card right here in the middle of the pack. And they place their 10 of diamonds right there in the middle of the pack. You just simply put the cards over, and you say, now we're going to shuffle them. And I'm just going to keep shuffling until you say stop. And so you shuffle the cards just like this, and they can see that it's fair. And finally, after a while, they say stop. Then you say, well, let's take this a step further. I remember one time somebody said to me, well, let me shuffle them. And they started going like this and turning some of the cards upside down and right side up. And it was a big mess. Wasn't nice at all. Man, it messed it up because it made some of the cards facing upwards and some of the cards were facing downwards. And I thought, what am I going to do now? But I just simply said, okay, tell you what, let's do. Let's just make two piles. We'll put one pile on top of the other. And I'll just tap the deck like this. Not only will I find your card, the 10 of diamonds, but all the other cards will straighten themselves out. It's a nice little effect. Very easy to perform after just a couple minutes of practice. And here's how the secret goes. You have them pick a card. Let's say they pick the 7 of clubs. And whenever they pick the 7 of clubs, they show it around. While your back is turned, you're not looking. You just cut the deck in half and say, go ahead and place your card face down on the top of my pile. And they do. And then you slap another pile right on top. Now when you slap the other pile on top, all you do is you just keep your pinky in there. This is called a pinky break. If you've never done this before, it'll feel very uncomfortable. But after you play with it for a while, it's quite easy. So you put the cards on top, and you've got a pinky break. Nobody sees that pinky break because it's buried under the cards. And then you turn the cards over this way, and you hold like this. I'm holding the cards, but I've got my pinky finger inside. When I go to shuffle, I just hold the cards in place and make sure I get all the cards out from on top of my pinky. And I say, I'm going to just keep shuffling until you say stop. Then I do a card retention. This is the 7 of clubs. I'm holding it in there while I pull other cards out. They say stop. When they say stop, then you say, somebody once took the deck from me and said, I want to mix them up even more. And they turned them this way. And it looks like you're turning some upside down and some right side up, but actually what you're doing is you're turning them all into each other so that the middle opens up automatically. All the cards on one side are facing one way. All the cards on the other are facing the other way. All you have to do is say some of the cards are facing up, some of the cards are facing down. It's all mixed up. Then you part the cards right in the middle. You can just feel where they part. You can look at your deck, and then you just simply turn them like this and say, I'll tell you what, let's just put one pile on top of the other. Now all the cards, the way you flipped them, are facing the same way. Your audience doesn't know that, but it's your little secret. Then you say, I'm going to just tap the deck, and your card will come on top, and all the other cards will be facing the same way. Whoops, for some reason I had one the wrong way, but all the other cards will be facing the same way. And there it is. You may have to watch this trick a couple of times to catch the gist of it. And do practice holding the cards with a pinky stuck in the middle. After you practice it a few times, it won't feel as awkward and you'll be comfortable with it. Thank you very much. One more card tutorial from Al Nye, the Magic Guy.